Hey guys, Bart from TST Industries here. In this video, we're going to show you the installation of these TechSpec tank grips on a Kawasaki Z125. Each kit contains two side tank panels, one for either side, that attach here in this general area, as well as one center tank protector that attaches to the top of the tank just behind the filler cap. Now, these are really simple to install. They basically just adhere to the tank surface, and they increase the amount of friction between your tank and your knee, and thereby increase the amount of control you have over the bike in corners. Like I said, the installation is really simple. Let's skip to it. So now in step one, I'll be using some denatured alcohol and a soft rag to clean and prep the surface that we're going to be sticking these pads to. And the reason why I use denatured alcohol is because it dissolves grease and evaporates really quickly, and that will prep the surface for proper adhesion here. So even though I'm going to be doing one pad at a time, I'm going to prep all the surfaces that we're going to be adhering to right now. All right, now I will grab one of the tank grips. I've chosen to start with this side tank grip since we have the motorcycle positioned in that way. And we'll now line it up to see where we want to stick this thing on. All right, so what I do basically is just try to align the grip with the body lines of the motorcycle, keeping in mind that I want the most grip in the area where my knee is going to be. So it's going to be right about there. Okay, now that I've made my decision, I'm going to grab a little bit of painter's tape. Now, this step is not necessary. This is just me trying to position it a certain way that is repeatable on both sides and looks really nice and symmetrical. I've actually done a number of these just by eye without the use of tape. But for this video, I'm going to use tape and show you guys how to template this out so that you can repeat both sides the same way. All right, so as you can see here, I've created a template for how to align these two edges when I start sticking it down. And now I'm going to be ready to apply this guy to the surface of the tank. And before I do that, I'm going to grab a heat gun and just heat this pad up just a little bit. Getting a couple degrees of heat in there will make it a little bit more pliable, and it will activate the adhesive on the back side of this pad under this masking. So with the heat gun on low or medium, I'm just going to take a couple passes, just get a couple degrees in there. You don't want to stagnate over any one particular area. You want to keep moving. The idea is just to heat up the entire volume of this material instead of heating one portion. All right, that feels pretty nice. Peel the backing off. When you peel the backing off, make sure that your nail doesn't get under the adhesive and lift the adhesive. That decreases the lifespan of your pad because it'll enable it to start lifting later in its service life. All right, so now it's just key to doing this right and neat is to align it before you place it. I like to get the tip of it down and then follow my template. And just like that, I got it placed down pretty nicely here. Peel my template off. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna show you guys a trick on how to roll this on and give it enough pressure All right, so typically, anytime you adhere something to a surface that you want good adhesion on, you have to roll it so that you distribute the pressure and get all of the adhesive to contact. Now, most guys don't have a roller for this type of application, but they do have socket wrenches. So what I recommend is rolling a socket wrench on all of the surface in a couple different directions, and that'll ensure that you have proper adhesion. All right, and that looks good. I'm gonna flip this bike around and repeat the procedure on the other side. Now lastly, we will need to place the center tank panel. So I will grab some tape again, create my template. All right, so the key here will be to pick the right place for it. And the radius of this cut here is pretty much a concentric expansion of this diameter. So we could plan for that to be here, just like that, and try to preserve symmetry on both sides of the tank. There. If you mess up on your placement, it's possible to lift it back up and re-adhere it. We don't recommend doing that too many times. That's why I like to set up a template. Alright, so I have it placed pretty well. Just gonna make sure that as I press it down on the way upwards, I keep the placement. All right. Grab my socket, press it all down. All right. All right, so now I have good grip on my tank. I have my top of my tank protected. This installation is complete. I'm really happy with the way this came out. I'm gonna go test this sucker out now. I'll see you guys next time.